All right.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the next episode of Talk to Me with your hosts, Zach.
Faisal. Sadiq.
And then we got a special guest here. Name's HabibKutz.
HabibKutz, what's up, y'all? What's up, y'all?
All right, Habib.
What's up,
What's
man?
going on? Talk to me.
What's good, man? Talk to me, man.
You're our
Shit,
guest,
you know?
man. What's going on with your life?
Shit, a lot right now, but yeah, let's not talk about all that, man. Let's talk about what's happy, what's positive. That's all we can talk about.
So what's
it's
a positive?
It's all about positive vibes. You know what I'm saying?
What's a positive message you give out?
Shit, don't give up. You gotta start somewhere, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta start somewhere. Slowly, it's not gonna happen overnight, and just keep grinding, man. Don't stop. If you stop, your dreams are done. But if you keep going, you might come, some hurdles and shit, but it'll happen, bro. It'll happen.
We see you got a new shop. Congratulations on the shop.
Hey,
man.
thank you so much, man. Thank you so much.
What's the name of the shop for the viewers out there?
Shit, it's Metro Clips, located 2500 Martin Luther King Jr. Parkway, Des Moines, Iowa, 50310.
Sweet number.
Open 7 days a week.
7 days out of the week, man. We don't stop. Yeah, just come through anytime. We're there. We're ready for y'all. Ready to make y'all look good. Just come through.
So explain us your journey. What made you? Because before, we all grew up together, so we kind of knew what was going on with your life before. But explain to the viewers what made you exactly. Why become a barber?
Shit, man. The whole thing of looking good. I get my haircut every week. I've been doing that for a long time. It's just like, I used to go in Platinum Cuts back in the days. I used to go in there, get my haircut by some great barbers in there. And yeah, it's just good, just the vibe in there. Everybody's just chilling, making the client look good, making new friends. Just the whole concept of the whole being a barber thing just caught my eyes, and I was like, shit, this is what I want to do, I've been always wanting to do that, but it's just like, life hits. You got to make some money. So I want to do it after high school, but, by choice, that didn't happen, But it's just like, I was working, but it was always in my mind. I was, what? It just came to the time where I was just like, this time do it. And this was like, I think 2017, when I was, I just decided that I want to be a barber.
And make the big step.
Yeah, make that big step. It was, see, I'm going to tell you guys one thing. It's always the first step. The first step is the hardest step. Mm-hmm. I feel like once you take that first step, dude, you're rolling. Yeah. So that the hardest part was taking that first step to being a barber. But I was just like, you know what? Shit, this is time. And you just know when it's time,
So why would you say the first step is the hardest? Are you talking about going into school or giving up your career?
Yeah, honestly, it can be anything. The first step is always the hardest step. People just like, it takes a lot for you to just be like, you know what? I want to do it. You can say you want to do it, but it's not as easy as actually doing it.
It's like a new chapter in your life.
Man, first chapter is just like I said, you just go through all these thoughts through your head. It's just like, do I really want to do this? It's just like, yeah, it's just like, you know what I'm saying? But once you do it, you got it.
Why are you laughing?
Why is he just looking at me, bro?
I was vibing, nigga. Y'all going fuck it up.
I mean, why is this guy? If he saw this, he had like puppy dog guys, like my inspiration.
I'm just listening.
He's listening because at the end of the day, like, some people will laugh about what I'm saying, but it's just like, listen, like for real, like the first step is the hardest step. Yeah. Like I feel like once you can make up your mind, but you still don't have enough courage to actually do it. Mm-hmm. And you got people in your ears telling you negative things. That's where it all starts. You tell people about your ideas, things you want to do, and there's always those
shut down.
Yeah, and dude, once you do that, just understand one thing: you're not gonna hear what you want to hear. Yeah. Because all these people in your ears, it's just like you're not gonna hear what you want to hear. There's always people where to tell you, hey, negative things like, hey, it's not as easy as you think it is. Hey, I don't know if I would do it. Hey, like, it's those people that you talk to that make it harder than it should.
Yeah.
But it's just like, you know what? You just got to ignore those noises. You got to ignore all those negative, comments and all that. But you got to do it. Once you do it, it's not going to be easy too, Mm-hmm. Of course, you're taking that first step, but what comes with that first step is the struggle, the struggle. And it's just like, you got to put time into it. Things don't happen overnight,
So did you have family support doing it? Like going, so, first idea comes to head, you're doing your career before barbering,
Yeah.
You came with the idea, hey, I want to become a barber. Did you have the support of those around you? Or
That's a hard question to answer, because at the end of the day, of course, there's always people that are gonna support you, and there's always, I come from a big family, coming from big anything, it's just like you hear a lot of.
So would you say it's like a 50-50 split, or was it more people just like, what are you doing? Go back.
I'll probably say the only person that was actually like, go ahead, do it. There's a couple of people. I don't want to say any names, but it's just like, for the most part, people were positive about it. But of course, there's always those negative noises will tell you that, hey, you're wasting your time.
There's always a negative Nancy.
There's always a negative Nancy, yeah. You know what I'm saying? There's always that one person, 2 people, 3 people. But I just feel like at the end of the day, you just got to do it.
Okay, I have a question. The up and coming barbers, what do you have advice for them?
Shit, it's not as easy as Instagram, social media makes it as.
We got one right here. Remember that. You got to give this guy advice right here.
Yeah, I was trying so hard to get this dude to get going, but he finally, he took the first step.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He actually goes to school. This is my nephew, Sadiq. Goes by Saduku. And what else? Like, what's the barber name?
So yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you. For him, a barber, he doesn't know he doesn't even know what name he wants to go with.
Yeah. At the end of the day, the name's cool. If you got a name, cool. Whatever.
It gotta be catchy.
It's all about your craft.
It gotta. I mean, it gotta be catchy too.
You can have like the hardest name in the world.
But the thing is, like, recommendations wise, if someone's like, oh, hey, who'd you get your cut from? If you're gonna be like Dequarius, Quantavious, Cuts, you're gonna be like, I'm good.
Shit, like what? Yeah, I get it, but it's just like at the end of the day, let your craft do this talk, But I feel like when it comes to your barber name, always come with something where it's very simple, very catchy, and it's just like some people can catch and remember. But if you're trying to just and honestly too, something that represents you, it can be your name, the type, whatever you got going on,
Okay, if you
just
were
keep
to
it simple.
If you were to change your name, what would it be?
I ain't changing no name, man. Hey, HabibKutz, we're good.
Habib
We're good over here.
fades.
No, HabibKutz, we're good over here. You know what I'm saying?
So how long
Yeah, I like my name, man. It's just like, hey, my name is Habib, Or what I do, I cut hair. I'm a barber. HabibKutz. Simple that.
Simple, that's it.
It could be a chef though. Habib Cuts.
You can cut his nuts. Nah, but yeah, it's simple, man. I mean, you can't get no simple than that.
Yeah.
HabibKutz. Oh, hey, he's cutting something.
Yeah.
That's all I want people to know is I'm cutting something. It can be cutting grass. It can be cutting anything. We're cutting something. So HabibKutz, But yeah, so it's just like, yeah, I went to American College of Hairstyling. Let me tell you, that shit was not easy. It was not easy. I was there from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. And you get your little 30-minute break. It was like a jailhouse.
Yeah.
So how much did you make going to school, like tips wise?
Shit.
Like on a good day, like what would you say if you were to walk, just for people to actually or think about it or have these questions?
See, that came later on, Shit, you got a whole year of, we were in school for 2,160 hours. So, for 6 months out of that year, you actually, you're trying to get things going. You don't know how to cut. It's not like you know how to. I didn't know how to cut.
Habib don't know cuts.
Habib knows cuts now. Hey, shit, what's up? Let me know if y'all need a crispy fade, crispy line. Let me know, man. Metro Clips, 2,500. But y'all gonna add that in the bottom, right?
Yeah, we'll see.
Or at the top, or on the side.
What do you
to
want?
the right?
What do you want?
I want all over.
All right, we put it.
Make sure. No, I'm just lying. But yeah, so yeah, the tips. That's not even what I was worrying about. I wasn't even worrying about the money. I wasn't worried about none of that.
No, but you got to think about it on the aspect of, let's say for someone who wants to go into barbering, but they don't know it. And let's say, some people are more fortunate, others, they don't have to earn it, but some people who want to create a career and they're going to barber school, it's going to be tough for them. I know you probably experienced a lot of people dropping out of school because they aren't making what they need to support their family.
Like I said, if you're going into the whole barbering thing, I'm trying to make money. I'm trying to make money today. If you're trying to go into with that mindset, you ain't going to make it. I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all. You're not going to make it. So like I said, for a whole year, dude, I wasn't making nothing. Tips, we were making $1 tip for a haircut. And it was just
nice.
But again, I didn't go. If you have the mindset of I'm trying to make money from the go, you're gonna fail.
You gotta love it. It's
You're
like a
gonna
career.
fail because at the end of the day, you got the whole. I don't know how the whole barber school thing is right now, but back in the days, you know, we didn't get nothing. We just got tips, and also we were there all day, and we couldn't cut outside school. We couldn't do none of that.
Couldn't cut outside
Couldn't
school.
cut outside school. Yeah. So
Why you do the fingers?
you know,
What's
I
going
mean,
on, man?
hey, I didn't. Shit. You know, at the end of the day, I ain't trying to get kicked out
Yeah.
because if you get caught up, you get kicked out.
Mm-hmm.
I was just trying to get in there and get out. And that's
That's
exactly what I did. I got in there and got out. But yeah, the first year I didn't make no money, you know. Once I got into the shop, you know,
What was your first
Platinum
shop?
Cut, shout out to Platinum Cut, shout out to Big Rob, you know, so for giving me the opportunity. That's my guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, I went to Platinum Cuts and don't think like you're gonna get clientele from the get-go. So you just gotta build your brand, you know, get your craft going, like get your skills up.
Yeah, get yourself out
Slowly, I feel like slowly everything falls into place. You know, it's like I say, it's not an overnight thing. You know, it just like I say, if you're trying to go into the whole cutting hair, trying to make money from the start, it's not gonna work out for you. I'm sorry, it's just the honest truth. It's not gonna work out for
You
you
gotta love what you're doing too.
because it takes a
Do
while.
that.
I used to go in the shop for hours, days, no cuts. You know, maybe one haircut, but it's just like you gotta enjoy it. You know, for me, it wasn't for the money. It was for me. It's just for the whole concept of being a barber. That's one thing I love about it. But yeah, then later on, like people see your skills. You cutting somebody, word of mouth. That's how you get around, word of mouth. You fucking somebody up. Oh, sorry for the language, but you mess somebody up. Guess what they're gonna do?
Talk shit.
Hey, I cut you right. I'll mess you up. You're gonna go to his face, or you're gonna be like, don't go to him. So that's why I feel like it's very, very important for you to work on your craft first.
So did you ever have that happen?
I don't know, man.
Has any other barbers put you in a place where they're just like, you know, they're talking shit on you, or you know, they're just like, oh, HabibKutz, he's trash. Don't even go to him anyways.
See, personally, I've never came across that. I feel like when it comes to the barber community, you know, everybody knows everybody. And I feel like everybody respects everybody, and it's just like the end of the day, and everybody's just minding their own shit. You know, I feel like like I said, I didn't go through the whole where somebody was talking down on me, but it's just like for the most part, shout out to the Des Moines community. You know, when it comes to the barbering, the barber community it's all love. Everybody knows everybody. It's nothing but positive vibes for the most part. But it's just like, but again, it's just like how you plant in your head. You know, how you plan in your head. Like for me, it's just like I really didn't focus on all that the noise and all that talk. I didn't focus on none of that. I just focused on getting my shit right. You know, getting my craft right, getting my clientele up, and getting my money up, and ignore the noise. You know, that comes to not just when it comes to anything in life. What I said earlier, you know, you gotta ignore the people around you, and just focus on yourself and your business.
So why isn't it more cutthroat though? So if you got to think about it like this, theoretically, not everyone can eat in this industry, correct or incorrect?
Honestly, everybody can eat.
How can
What if they steal your customers? They're like, they go like, oh,
Shit.
this guy stole my customer.
Man,
like,
okay, like, yeah, I went from, you know, how many clientele I went from, you know, coming in, getting out, you know, bringing in new clientele, the old clientele go out. Most of the time, it just has to do with you. You know, it has nothing to do with, you know, anything. It's just like, it's not like you're a bad barber. You know, it's not like you're doing anything wrong. It just doesn't work for that client, you know?
Yeah, maybe
It's just
maybe
like,
you're booked out or
yeah,
something,
it's
maybe
sometimes
that.
it's like, yeah, it's like most of the time it's just like you're not a bad, for most part, you're not a bad barber. It's just like you're not doing something that client likes, you know? For most part, that's what it is. It's just like,
Okay, what made you be like, oh, I made it in this in the industry, like
shit,
I'm doing good.
when I knew I made it was pretty much when my booksy, I was booked out. So I was just like,
For
we
how
made it.
long? For the
You know what I'm
day
saying?
or for the week?
Shit for the day. It can be shit for the day. It can be for the week. Hey, at least you know that, you know what, you're going into work like today, I'm booked out. That's how you know you made it, you know. Oh, you're not even booked out all the way. Just like, hey, you know what? You know, like, you know, if you go into work, like, you have like 6-7 clients, you know, 6-7 appointment schedule. Yeah, you're like, okay, I'm getting somewhere, you know. But if you go into work and you got nothing scheduled, you kind of just like, but again, don't give up. You know, shit, you know, keep working. But there's days where you go into work, you just be like, you don't got no, appointment. Sometimes it happens to me, whereas you're not as busy as last week. Like yesterday, you're not busy as yesterday. It's just like, but that doesn't mean you give up. That doesn't mean just
Yeah, there's ups and downs.
there's ups and downs. That's the thing about barbering is you're not gonna make the same every week. Sometimes like you're gonna have a slow week, you're gonna have a slow month, you're gonna have a slow couple weeks. That's just part of the game. That's what makes barbering very, very difficult at times is, it's not like you're making the same thing every week. There's weeks where you're making great money and there's weeks where it's kind of slow. It's just like, you just got to keep your head up and just keep doing what you do, man.
So in this whole journey, who would you say would be your biggest supporter in all of this?
Shit, my biggest support is, of course, my family, you know what I'm saying? It starts with the family, man. I got a big-ass family, mashallah. To the people that know what mashallah means is, y'all know. But yeah, mashallah, I got a big family, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's where most of my support came. I was doing, you were my first client, the
first cut.
The first cut, The basement cut, I fucked your shit up, but hey, shout out to you. You're still here, right? You're still supporting. So it starts out with my family, you know what I'm saying? My family was my biggest supporter. And like I said, mashallah, I got a big family, so I had a lot of practice.
Yeah.
So yeah, from the get-go, that's why y'all grandfathered in, you know what I'm saying? Y'all grandfathered in. The prices are never gonna go up. Y'all good. But yeah, so it's just
I feel like everybody played their part though, to be
Yeah.
honest. Huh? Like
Yeah,
with
man.
you, everybody played their part. Remember those times where like you had to take like the actual test thing?
Yeah, man.
I
dude.
used to pull up with this guy.
See,
all
shout
the
out to
time.
my Sadiq, I went to the barber test. This was later on, but, I went to the barber board, taking my barber test, and I had to shave his beard, you know what I'm saying? He allowed me to shave his beard, So, hey, shout out to my nigga Sadiq.
Nah, for real, man.
He had to go a whole week without a beard, it was half of his face too. It wasn't even the whole face. It was like half of his
Dang,
face.
So you just left him like that?
I left the other side. I was like, we're gonna do that after, after the test,
Just
It was
stuck
it was walking around. The whole place was half his face, Did I do the whole cut or was it just half a
No,
cut?
it was just half a cut.
Yeah, so it was a half a cut, half a beard shave. Support. It starts with the family or close ones.
Yeah.
That's why I just feel like at the end of the day, shout out to my family for that. I had a lot of practice on them, and it's just like they never really like told me like nah. They're always down for whatever. So my number one supporters is my family.
Okay,
How long have you been cutting hair for so far?
So December 29th would be 5 years in the shop and whole year of school.
So how old are you?
Damn, nigga, why you put my business out like that?
Just
Nigga, damn,
wondering.
Hey, the whites are coming in a
Just
little
wondering.
bit. Huh?
How old are you?
I'm 31. I just turned.
Damn.
Nigga, chill out. Shit. Nigga,
Okay,
hey, it's okay, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you gonna get old too. You look older than me a little bit. You know what I mean?
Damn.
Okay, so all these cuts.
You're bigger
right?
than me, though.
Because I got stressed far beyond life, man.
Yeah, it's okay, man. Yeah, stress. Hey, if you get stressed, that means you're doing something right? Yeah,
Sometimes.
You ain't laying around.
Sometimes.
You ain't laying around.
Sometimes you
doing
just get stressed off of the stupidest shit ever.
Okay, so there's
That's
all
it.
these. So there's
At
all
least you're
these
thinking
haircuts,
about it, right? You're thinking about it. But there's people that do dumb shit and they don't think about it.
Okay, there's
So
all
for
these
you-
haircuts, right?
Yeah.
Do you think you mastered every single haircut, or do you feel like you still can
Or
learn a little more?
what's the easiest one for you?
Everything. I'm trying to stay humble right now. At the end of the day, there's I don't mess with the female haircuts. You know what I'm saying? The long shit. I don't do none of that.
So
I don't do
trim,
perms. I don't
you
do
don't
hair
cut
colors.
edges.
I don't do none of that. So, but when it comes to the male haircuts, I feel like I can do everything. You know what I'm saying? I can do everything. I feel like I'm pretty good. So again, there's no such thing as being the best barber. That all depends on the client.
Okay, now let me tell you this: who are the top 3 barbers in Des Moines?
Shit, man. Oh, damn, you put him in the spot. Man, Des Moines got a lot of good barbers, man. A lot of great barbers in it. I can't name 3.
Majority of them. You know about
I can't name
90%.
3, but I could probably name 10 or something. But in no order, no nothing. There's great barbers out there.
I just want 3. Forget the 10. Like who top 3? Let's say
Top five.
Okay, top 5. The thing is like who?
Why you gotta put me in the spot, man?
Because you seen it. Because
Yeah, I seen it all. But
and
again,
where would you rank yourself on there?
Shit, I can't rank myself. Because at the end of the day, I just feel like, other barbers got to do that. You know, I
Okay.
can't. I'm the type of person that, you know, I can't praise myself.
Yeah.
I allow my clients praise from me or other barbers. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and be like I'm the best because technically, like I said, there's no such thing as the best barber. You know, the best barber is according to your clients.
Mm-hmm.
You know, every client prefers different things, and those are the. Hey, it's all about your money too. You know, hey, the more schedules you booked out, the more clientele you got. That's all that matters. There's no such thing as the best. There's no such thing as none of that.
You know, it's crazy. Dance is the same thing. There's no such thing as a good
There's no
guy.
such. Yeah, there's really no such thing as the best barber. I mean, for real, like dead ass. It's just like I said. It's all about how your booksy your schedule is. You know, if
Okay,
it's full, it's full.
Name 3 barbers you wouldn't want to get cut by.
No. Oh, you know, my nephew, tall guy. No, I'm just joking.
Dang.
You know, hey, I'm just like, that's my nigga, tall guy. You know, he's my guy. He knows I'm messing around, but right, the only people I wouldn't want to be cut by is a person that doesn't know how to cut. You know,
Yeah.
that's really it.
Yeah,
Yeah, so.
if you look at him, you think he can cut hair?
Huh?
Give me 3 days.
But he looks like a roofer.
Give me 3 days, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Give me 3 days in the bar. Give me 3 days with constant cuts. I could. That's
3 days.
3 days.
Man, stop it, man. You're gonna put
You know what's
gonna put
crazy?
guidelines.
December
You know what's
28, 29, 30. By the first of the year,
Man, see, that's the problem with people. People really think like you can anybody. Okay, let me keep it 100. Anybody can cut hair.
okay.
That doesn't mean you're good.
Okay.
It's like me. I can like draw. That doesn't mean I know how to draw.
Do you know how to draw though?
Picasso, huh?
I ain't Picasso.
Do you know
Like,
how to draw
shit.
though?
I can draw stick figures. I can draw Goku doing the Kamehameha. That doesn't make me an artist.
But isn't that all subjective though? Because if you just said there's there's no one. How do you know in 3 days those 3? Let's just say if I
I
cut.
guarantee you, you're not gonna be great at anything in 3 days. Anything in life, you're not gonna
You
be
know what's
great in 3
crazy?
Then you
days.
hear that? He said, especially
Yo.
you. He said that.
Yo, you know what's crazy? People always think like, damn, barbering is so easy, bro. That shit looks so easy.
It's not.
Bro, I got into this shit, bro. I would think like, oh,
You
when
can
you
do
just
it.
put this
yeah.
But the
guard on
thing
right
is,
here,
I'm a
do
fast
this,
learner,
do
though.
this. It's just easy,
I'm a
bro.
fast learner though.
But it's not, anything in
Doesn't
life,
matter.
you
can be
need
the
more than
fastest
3
learner
days.
in the world, bro. It doesn't
Like
matter.
I don't care. You can be like,
I learned how to shingle a roof in 3 days.
They're just taking the hammer and just hitting
that
it like
doesn't
this,
mean you're
bro.
great.
Okay, you're just grabbing a clipper and
No.
There's different
Look, that
lines,
okay,
you know?
you know how to do it, right?
yeah.
That doesn't mean you're good at it.
Okay.
That's
Wait,
just how it is, you know what I'm saying?
wait. Good at what?
Shingles, whatever you're doing. Yeah, that doesn't mean you're good at it. You know how to do it, but you weren't great.
Bro.
Yo, stop it. Stop
on,
it.
man.
Like dead ass.
Come
Like, stop
on,
it. Because at the
man.
end of the day, like I said, you're probably doing one little shingle. It take you like 1 hour to do one little shingle, and you come a professional that's been doing it for years doesn't even look at it and just knock that shit out. That's just how it is. Don't look at me like I'm crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like you're kind
Like
of.
example, like dead eye, it's like okay, I want to
I'm
be a
nice,
mechanic,
bro.
right?
I'm nice.
Oh, okay, I know how to do something, but you're gonna eventually like you're not great at it. That's just how it is. in anything in
So,
life.
what do you think is harder, being a barber or being a mechanic?
Huh?
What's harder?
Okay, being a barber. You know why I said being a barber? Deadass, being a barber is a harder job. I mean, at the end of the day, no disrespect to mechanics. Y'all doing your thing. Y'all great. But try to fuck somebody's head up.
Try to fuck an engine up. What do you mean?
You don't even get to the engine.
Huh?
The only time you get into the engine's already fucked up.
The engine.
Okay.
So what are you really fucking up?
Wait, so you okay? So mechanics, there's a bunch of things that
Like I
have to.
say, hey, I'm not taking every job is important, right? Like when it comes to roofing, you do roofing, right?
I do a lot.
Anybody can do roofing.
Yeah,
Are they doing it right?
you can, you can or you can't.
Huh?
You can or you can't.
See, now you just arguing to argue. Because at
What
the
do
end
you
of the day,
mean?
how many example
Okay, example.
the
go on.
building?
Okay, the
how
building.
many times they fix a roof?
Okay, but you got to listen. You're in that kind of sense. You're dealing with a lot of people who think they know everything.
Like, thank you. You just put yourself in jail.
How do I put myself in jail?
They say we
You're
can
locked
roof,
up,
right?
Locked up.
No,
Locked
they're not
up,
doing it.
Obama
They're
can't
not
even help
doing
you
it.
out.
The thing is, Habib, this is the difference between that and this. Listen, all right, listen.
I'm listening.
It's like this. It's like saying this. Look, you know how to cut hair, right?
Okay.
You know everything. You think you know everything about it.
I know.
Okay, you know everything about it, right?
Yeah.
He's cutting the hair. How are you gonna manage this guy cutting hair?
Why you pointing at me? That's a
Because-
problem right there. It's hit him.
Okay, hold on. Let's keep it simple.
That's how the situation is.
Okay, stop
when you're
it.
contracting, if you like, for example, if let's say you're a homeowner, I'll use this. You're a homeowner and you know about it, and you subcontract someone else, and it doesn't get fixed right. What does that mean?
You don't know how to do it.
How do you know? You're not the one doing it.
But that again.
That's like you know everything there is to you know everything there is to cut hair, and yet this guy's cutting the hair and you're watching him cut the hair, and you check in every 10 minutes to make the fade is right, and then you walk away.
Okay.
And later on there's a bald spot hidden down.
Again, that comes to that person doesn't know how to do it.
So the person that's doing it doesn't know how to do it.
What are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about just in general.
I know, but in that situation,
I'm talking about let's say example. Okay, there's a lot of mechanics. Like, let's get back to the mechanic.
Hundreds of them, thousands of them.
That's thousands. Does that mean they're good at it?
Not all of them.
Back to what I'm saying. You can cut hair. That doesn't mean you're good at cutting hair. Anybody can cut hair.
Yeah, but how do you know if let's say let's say you have a problem with your car. This is, for example.
Okay.
You took it 10 mechanics, none of them know anything. The guy that just started yesterday fixes it.
Yeah.
Is that guy better than the rest of the 10?
See,
There's some people that are natural and they know what they
It's
So
do.
not
that's what
even
I'm saying.
natural.
That's how I think I would be in barbering. You know, I would just give me 10 minutes, bro. The cut, the fade, the lineup, everything's there, man.
First do your
No
self-fade.
fibers.
First of all,
No
man, like I
fibers.
said, man, look,
No fibers.
no fibers,
No fibers.
no line. I don't see no line.
Forget the fibers, no line.
Like there's nothing there, man. What are you talking about? But I'm just saying, like I said, anybody can cut hair, and I'm not knocking anybody. I'm not knocking any job. You know, that doesn't mean if somebody can do something, that doesn't mean they're good at it. That's what I'm trying to say. It can go to anything. You know, you can do something, that doesn't mean you're good at it. Yes or no?
That's true.
Okay, like you say, you know, in the beginning, you knew how to do it, but that doesn't mean you're good at it. You know how to do
what?
it, but it doesn't mean you're good at it.
What does I know how to do?
Putting up shingles.
I know how to do it.
Now you really... So you're telling me from the beginning,
Yeah.
and your knowledge from the beginning to your knowledge now is the same.
No,
Huh?
it's not.
Thank you. Case closed. Let's talk about something else.
You know why?
Huh?
You know why?
Why?
Now I know how to make more money.
No, now you know how to exactly. You know how your skill level is the whole. It goes back to your skill level. Your skill level when you were 2-3 days in, and your skill level now is not the same.
Okay, for example, you over there putting shingles on. How much time you hit your hand?
I didn't hit my hand once.
You
I
hit
used
the
a gun.
hammer, boom,
Man,
you hit
you
your
touch
hand.
use a gun.
sausage fingers. I know you touch. I know
I
you
use
hit
a
those
gun.
sausage fingers, man.
I use a gun.
Gun?
Yeah, if you hammer your shingles in,
Yeah.
you gotta GG's for you. You gotta go find
Okay.
another career.
Okay.
So what does
how
that
much-
mean?
What do you mean?
So that means
that means a roof that should take you a day now it's gonna take you a damn month.
Okay, but again though, if you actually started from the beginning, you have to start with the hammer.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you do.
If you start off with the hammer, then
You got to start somewhere, right?
no, you start off with the gun.
How about if you can't afford a gun?
Then save up to buy a gun and then do a gun.
So you just gotta
Nobody's gonna hire. Nobody in this world is gonna hire someone to do the roof with the hammer and nail.
I remember I was cutting with Walmart clippers in the basement.
Okay,
I
that's
started
different.
somewhere.
They still do the job.
Huh?
They still
but
do
they
the
take
job.
longer again.
Bro had the wires. He was choking people.
Okay, there's a difference between an extra 20 minutes on your cut versus an extra month where in the whole time it could leave.
It's the same thing.
No, it's not.
You know why I say it's the same thing? Let's say example, that extra 20 minutes that you took down from your cutting hair,
Okay,
you're making time for another client.
it's not
So
comparable.
it's the same thing.
not
Example, instead of taking 1 month to do a roofing, you're doing it in 15 days. What does that mean?
Okay,
You're making
wait,
time
wait.
for the next
So
project.
so you
It's the
just,
same thing.
You just opened your shop, correct?
Correct.
And you thought it was gonna be fairly easy, right? So
No, well, I never did. 'Cause I just felt like any new business is not easy.
No, I'm not talking about that aspect. I'm talking about the whole, because you're in the area before it was whatever it was you transformed into becoming a barbershop.
Yeah.
So during that process, did it not come in your head like, oh, we'll just do this, and then we're gonna open, I don't know,
In 2
July
months.
15th.
Yeah. But again, that goes back to the people that are working for you, the people that you hire to, that has nothing to do with, let's say example in my situation where I thought I was going to open in 2 months. I hired the wrong people that kind of dragged my work. So that has nothing to do with me. At the end of the day, it's just the people that,
It does have to do with you.
how does it have to do with me?
Because if you assess the skill level properly, then you would know that it wouldn't take that long. And
Okay,
you
but
would
these
choose the
people are
right
telling me
people.
they can do it.
There's people like
People
him
will
that
say
started
anything.
3 days, huh?
You can't say that.
But again, that has nothing to do with me. At the
It
end of
does
the day,
have to
I'm
do with
hiring
you.
workers to do my job for me, you know, where I can't really.
So you're not in construction,
I'm not in construction. No.
and you're assessing a construction worker to do
Yeah.
your job,
Yeah,
and you've seen their past quality work, correct?
somewhat. Yeah.
And you still hired them.
Why not? The work is great, but some people. Okay. Also, that goes back to, let's say, example,
50.
like work ethic, right? That goes to you can be the best at something, you know what I'm saying? You can be like the best at roofing, and there's people that.
Piping and roofing into this, bro. This brings another.
But hold on, listen. Okay, let's say like example, you can be the best at something,
Okay.
but your work ethic is shit.
Okay.
It's like shit.
Okay.
Okay, instead of finishing a job in one day, it's taking you one whole week.
Okay.
But you're great.
Fantastic.
You're fantastic. Your work shows for it.
But was his work great?
Huh?
Was his work great?
I'm saying you're great. You're a great worker. Your work shows for it, but your work ethic is shit. That's what happened in my situation where the work showed for the work was really good, but the people that I hired, the work ethic is shit. So instead of taking them, it's just like they didn't want to work. So you can't just go to their house, knock on the door, pick them up, and throw them in my shop. Like get to the work.
Yeah,
So it's just like you hire somebody, hopefully that they make your life easier for you. Sometimes you fall into a situation where instead of making it easier for you, they make it a million times harder.
yeah, they perfect it in 3 days. That's what they do.
So like I said, the work is great, but the work ethic is crap. So, and again, it goes back, falls to like when it comes to barbering, you can be the greatest barber, but if you're just you're never available, you're never in the shop, you're never like, hey, you're never on time for clients' appointments, you're gonna lose clients.
Always out on lunch.
Huh? There's always, hey,
Always out on lunch.
I'm on a smoke break. Always smoking. You're smoking like a cigarette break every like 10, 15 minutes, It's just like, that goes to work ethic. And I just feel like that's what got me where I am today, my work ethic, I wasn't the best at anything, but at the end of the day, my work ethic is just
Okay,
off
I got
the roof,
I got a question. I got another question. So if you weren't a barber right now, what would you do?
Drive taxi.
If I was at a barber, shit, I tried that shit. Shit. I quit because of that, you know what I'm saying? Hey, the taxi days were cool. I did that for like, 3-4 years? Bro, yeah, I'm glad I don't do that no more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like dealing with drunks. But yeah, so if I, honestly, dude, I would have cared almost something, but I can't really answer that question because I actually got a
were
career.
in that position,
Yeah, I'm not in that position, but if that didn't work out for me,
Truck
I would
driver.
no. I would have came up with something like maybe real estate, something where it doesn't really have to do with like going to school. I'm not the smartest person in the world. I'm the hardest worker, not the smartest, and those are two different things. You can be the smartest person with the shit ass work ethic.
Facts.
Yeah, so like there's people that work harder than others. Like example, like working harder gets you ahead. Always being available, always ready to go. That takes you far in life. But yeah, man, it's just get up and go do it. Don't think about anything. Just go do it.
I'm gonna put you in the spot right now.
Okay.
All right.
I'm
What was
listening.
the worst haircut you've done?
Man, I was actually just talking to one of the barbers in my shop about this, where it wasn't a bad haircut, it was a great haircut. That's the thing. It's like, it was a great haircut. Okay, and I just got too cocky.
Mm-hmm.
I got too cocky. I was like feeling my clippers. I was doing all this yippity yappity talking. I cleaned that dude up, and I was doing too much. And I was like, you know what? I was cleaning on top of his head, and I put a bald patch on his head.
Damn. So what'd you have to do after?
Shit, I gave him free haircuts. Yeah, I gave him
Haircuts?
Haircuts. I gave him free haircuts until he was like, okay, cool. At the end of the day, I put a bald patch in right here. Like,
Oh.
a bald patch. Like,
Was it
right
what was
there.
he had big hair or did he have little hair?
It had my like wavelength, but I was just doing too much and I was just too cocky. But after
So you
that,
thought you were him, but you weren't really him.
I was still him, but it was just like that was a humble moment. It humbled me a lot. You know what I'm saying? It humbled me a lot. Like,
Open your
shit.
eyes a little bit.
Hey,
too.
I was like, hey,
Has anyone ever ran off on you?
I won't say ran off on me, but there's a couple of people that just didn't pay me. They just, I guess just ran off, I guess if you call it. They'd be
What'd you
like,
do?
let me go get money in the car, and they just never come back.
What'd you do?
I ain't
You
chasing
haven't
them.
had anyone just like, and then just dip off.
Yeah, but it's just like I'm not, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna chase them. Shit. Yeah, people getting shot for like $5. You know what I'm saying? I'm good.
Not an arrow, huh?
Yeah,
Come back,
I'm
huh?
chilling. I was like, hey, you know what? That's my
That's your charity for the day.
charity for the day. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. I ain't chasing nobody for money. Like yeah.
So how much you got on you?
Huh? So what?
So how much you got on you? Hold on, let me find
Sure, I
out.
got $5 on me right now. Hey, like I said, you ain't. Hey,
Hey, that's enough cases right down the street.
no, that's 2 McChickens on a good day. You know what I'm saying?
Too big chicken. That's one.
That's one.
Yeah.
Shit.
Nowadays, that's one.
Man, that's crazy though, huh?
The inflation is crazy
Inflation,
nowadays.
man. I
Before
remember
you go-
McChicken used to be $1.
Before you go there, 106, you're good, bro. Some McChicken.
Yeah, man. So
Now,
yeah,
now-
just work hard, man. Don't sleep. Sleep is great, but
Anyways, it was nice having you on. If you guys need
I didn't enjoy myself at all. But
if you guys need a haircut, feel free to go to Metro Clips, 2500 MLK Parkway, Suite number 1.
yeah,
They had a big ass sign saying Metro Clips. You walk in, you got egotistical Habib Kutz.
you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you just gotta be, show people that you're there. That's the number one. I mean, people see you from a mile away, but for other people, like
I feel like, no, but I feel like barbers not just like cutting hair though.
it's not about cutting
Kinda
hair.
like therapy
It's
too.
about you gotta talk to your clients.
It's kind of like therapy.
Yeah, you gotta
too,
talk
bro.
to your clients, make them feel like
Make them feel like they're wanted.
hey, feel like they're special.
It's like that barbershop movie.
You're kind
The
of
barbershop
special.
movie.
We're all special in our own way,
No, I'm not talking about that kind of special.
Yeah, it's okay. At least I'm special.
Is that something to be happy about?
Yeah, a little bit. Dirty ass nigga. Ugly ass nigga. But yeah, I'm just playing. But yeah, so yeah, it's just like, just keep going, man. Don't stop. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't look around you. Just look at yourself and make that shit happen.
Who do you want to see on this next podcast?
Oh shit, man. Dude, it would be dope if you had other barbers up in here. That'd be cool. Like y'all should do a Craig and Rob. That would be dope. Oh, my guy Dan. Dude, if y'all want somebody to talk their ass off, Dan is that man.
Dan.
It'll be dope to have Dan. Dan is that guy. The most positive dude ever, man. I promise you, he's the most coolest, positive dude ever. Dan. Oh, my barber Tony. He's cool too.
Tony who?
Tony, Tony Blends. My guy. Cool. Hit him up at Tony Blends on Instagram. But yeah, you should have him next. Yeah, I mean, shit, you should have your dad. You might not even know English, but so you should have him there. You should have a little therapist session with them. show him that you love him. Or you should have your dad, your grandpa. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, anybody. I feel like you guys are cool people. You guys doing your thing. Hopefully, y'all kick off.
Say we're cute.
I'm rooting for y'all.
You say we're cute.
I never said that. I'm rooting for y'all.
Okay,
Yeah.
So if somebody wants to get a haircut from you, how do they like book an appointment?
So just hit me up at my Instagram, HabibKutz, Facebook, HabibKutz. You can see my Booksy link on there. You can see my number on there, or you can just send me a message, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And I'm pretty fast with replying back to messages.
All right. Well, sounds good. Well, we'll catch you guys on the next episode. Enjoy yourself, and
Peace
we
out.
out.
Thank you.